The bus lurched again. The landscape outside had shifted into something surreal. Twisted trees with blackened branches, a road that seemed to stretch endlessly without any recognizable landmarks. "We're in their world now," Mr. Adebayo sobbed. "The snake, it's part of the deal. I didn't want this. I only wanted an easier life. More trips, no fatigue. That professor, he promised." Oluchi's voice was steady despite the terror gnawing at her insides. "What professor?" "The man I carried years ago," Adebayo confessed, his voice breaking. "He said he'd make my job easier. Gave me oil to anoint the bus every day. Said I'd never be tired, never have accidents. And it worked, until now. Now he's coming for me." As if on cue, a gust of icy wind swept through the bus. The sleeping passengers stirred slightly, but did not wake. Shadows danced unnaturally along the windows. Then, from nowhere, a man appeared in the middle of the road. He was tall, impeccably dressed in a black suit, his face obscured by darkness despite the fading daylight. His presence radiated malevolence, twisting the very air around him. Mr. Adebayo's voice cracked in terror. "It's him. The professor." The figure raised a hand, and the bus ground to a sudden halt, throwing passengers forward in their seats. The snake around the wheel hissed violently before vanishing into thin air. The professor stepped forward, his polished shoes clicking ominously against the asphalt. His eyes gleamed with a cold, predatory light as he pointed directly at Mr. Adebayo. "You broke the terms of our agreement," he said, his voice smooth but dripping with menace. "Now you must pay." Mr. Adebayo collapsed into his seat, sobbing uncontrollably. "Please, please." Oluchi felt a surge of defiance rise within her. She had seen enough. Whatever this was, she refused to let fear claim her or her daughter.